Hello friends, Sat Sri Akal. In this video, we will be visiting Yousmarg and Doodhpathri, the very beautiful meadows of Kashmir, though less in importance, but in terms of beauty, equal to Gulmarg. After covering Mughal Road and after reaching Shopian, instead of going straight to Srinagar, we turned left towards Yousmarg at a distance of 45 kilometers. But before we proceed further, I request you all to kindly subscribe to my channel Grandpa on Wheels. It was about 3 p.m. when we reached Yousmarg. First we crossed the beautiful water reservoir and the small market, which also has a couple of homestays. After that, we reached the open parking place in the center of the place. We were stunned by the beauty of the meadows all around, a carpet of green grass on the rolling slopes as far as the eyes could see on all sides. This place, Yousmarg, though quite underrated, but in my opinion is by no means less than any other important tourist place of Kashmir. On the left side of the parking place is a big meadow which has the JKTDC tourist complex. We checked into this unique kind of complex as it had more than a dozen huts in small units placed quite apart from one another in a beautiful meadow more than a kilometer in length and a stone path running through it. The tourism department run hotel Compost stands on the right side with another meadow in front of it. Whereas on the front side, towards the right of the path that goes to the river Doodhganga, is the beautiful mosque that blends perfectly with its surroundings. After having a cup of tea at the complex, we started walking towards the river Doodhganga at a distance of about 2.5 kilometers from there. The path, paved with rough stones running to this place, also runs through a very beautiful meadow. Along this meadow, on a small hillock along it, are some houses of the Bakrwals, the shepherds who graze their sheep and goats there. At its end, the path goes down in a steep slope through big boulders to the river Doodhganga. The river, running in small rapids, presents a very beautiful view, though the less amount of water now had erased its milky character that gives the name Doodhganga. It was getting quite dark when we reached back at the complex. Here, we met Mr. Bilal Ahmed of the Jammu and Kashmir Tourist Department Corporation, himself a good trekker and traveller, with whom we shared knowledge about tourism in Kashmir. Next morning, we got up with a beautiful sunrise, though a bit late, as the eastern horizon of Yousmarg is lined by tall trees. The meadows, shining in the morning sun, also looked very pleasant. After having breakfast, we started for Doodhpathri, a distance of 65 kilometers at 9 am. On the way, we stopped at the famous shrine Chirare Sharif and talked with some locals who told us that the shrine was built in 1460 and was one of the most important shrines of the Sufi Muslims. We were also told that its old building was destroyed in a fire during a fierce encounter between the Indian security forces and the Kashmiri militants led by Mast Gul in 1995. By noon, we were at Doodhpathri, another place having very beautiful meadows and very popular among Kashmiris, especially from Srinagar, just 44 kilometers from there, as a spot for day picnic. At first, on the right side of the road, there is a huge trough shaped meadow, the beauty of which is beyond description. After this, there is a series of meadows which continues along the road for a few kilometers. When these meadows ended, and it appeared to us that it was also the end of Doodhpathri, we were told by some women that there was another tourist spot along the river Shali Ganga a few kilometers ahead. So we went on to this beautiful place along the river with its water flowing through stones, giving it a milky look and thus giving the place its name, Milk and Stone, that is Doodhpathri.